Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are brand new, well, welcome. I'm Rosita and I have spent the last 20 years in education, exploring how we learn, how we manage our time, and how we can become more productive in our daily lives. Now, whether you guys are a student trying to ace your exams, you're a professional juggling multiple work responsibilities, or someone that's learning a new language, then you have come to the right place. Today, we're going to be starting an exciting new series where we dive into one of my new favorite books that I've read during winter break on learning and productivity, How to Take Smart Notes by Sönke Ahrens. Now, I know what you guys probably are thinking. Note-taking? Really? Can I just highlight the stuff after I've written it down? Now, if you guys ever felt like your notes are just sitting there gathering dust or not making sense after you took a reread of what you wrote, then I highly suggest this series. So let's kick things off with this big idea. Writing is not the result of learning. It's the medium of learning. Let's think about that. Writing isn't just something you do after you figured things out. It's how you figure things out, right? Now, when you take notes, you're not just storing information. When taking notes, you are actively engaging with it, developing ideas and making sense of what you are learning. And the best part? Well, you don't need to be a writer or a scholar to use the method that I'm about to discuss. It's for anyone who wants to organize their thoughts, to think more effectively, think more clearly and creatively, no matter what your goals are. And here's why this matters. The author argues that the way most of us takes notes, and here's why this matters. Ahrens argues that the way most of us take notes, highlighting passages, jotting things down randomly, or copying stuff word for word, doesn't actually help us learn. Why? Because it's passive learning. You're not engaging with the material in a meaningful way. Instead, he introduces a method that's all about critical thinking and idea development. It's called I'm sorry, my German sucks. Called the Zettelkasten method. Don't worry about the pronunciation for right now. For my sake, I'm totally being selfish when I say that. But we're going to break down the method in the next episode. But the core principle is simple. Your notes should help you think, not just store information. Here's an example. Let's say that you guys are learning Spanish. For instance, you come across a grammar rule. Yeah, you could just write it down because, the teacher says write it down, or you believe that it's important to know, which it probably is. So you write, okay, the subjunctive is used after cuando in certain cases. But if you're not engaging with it, will you really understand what you just wrote? Probably not, because it sounds incomplete. Instead, why don't we turn it so that the note is something like the subjunctive after cuando can show uncertainty. Like when I say cuando tenga tiempo instead of cuando tengo tiempo. That's more than just a fact. It's an idea that you are working with, something that you can use. It's how you are figuring the subjunctive out. So what's the purpose of all this? It's to shift our focus from memorizing facts to truly understanding and working with ideas. Now, when you take smart notes, you're not just preparing for a test or prepping to work on a project in your company. You're building a system that supports creative, long-term intellectual growth. Imagine having a collection of ideas that you can draw on any time, whether you're writing an essay or solving a problem at work or preparing for that big language exam. That's the power of this method. This is why a lot of songwriters, when they hear like a melody in their head, they're going to record it, or they think of a lyric, they're going to immediately jot it down. It is the same approach. Now, in the next episode, we're going to break down the method and how we can start using them right away. And trust me, it's not adding more to your plate, I promise. It's about, which is the theme of my channel currently, about working smarter and not harder. So here's my challenge for you. Before the next video, take a look at the way that you're taking notes right now. Are they helping you think? Or are they just sitting there? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you guys are as excited as I am to dive into this series, please make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you guys don't miss a thing. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. Remember, learning isn't just something we do. It's literally who we are. So see you next time, guys. Take care.